You know, it's difficult. That's a good question. It's sometimes difficult to watch your kids bare their soul in front of the world, because they have emotions like everybody, and we're, you know, relatively a normal family that, you know, has all sorts of issues.
We are not normal.
And sometimes, and say, see your kids go through some tough times, because, you know, growing up is not easy. You know, there's highs and lows, and they get to, you know, their highs and lows are thrown out in front of the world. So sometimes the real private stuff that's exposed is kind of tough.
Kris, what was the hardest one for you to watch?
You know, I don't think there was one time that was something that I would take back, and that's kind of cool to feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, people often say, is there anything you would have left off television? And I always say no, because I'm an executive producer, and we do get a first pass once in a while at what's going on. And every time you guys show us something and you say, is this too tough? I kind of have to put that producer hat on and say, this is really good for the show, so let's leave it on, let's leave it real and raw, and keep it the way it is. And I think that's how where the success comes. We don't edit anything. And I think when you keep it real, there's a lot of days that, you know, I know the conception is that we use a lot of scripts. We don't have one script. No one tells us what to say. You couldn't make this shit up. Okay. You know, on our show, we definitely, like, there's days we have no idea what we're going to do or where we're going. We just, like, we have a production company who's kind enough to clear, like, every single restaurant in Los Angeles before we start filming, so we have the freedom to come and go where we want. I think that helps, and that takes seasons of, you know, them getting used to us and being in the same places. And we do frequent the same places.